My dear children, how are you? I hope that you are very fine and safe. Okay. Then last week you got 4 days holidays. So I thought that you studied everything. Okay. Today you come back to online class. So now welcome back to your social science online class. So I hope that you might have studied everything because you got holidays. If you have studied means that is very good. Otherwise, now you follow to study. Okay. Okay, fine, ma. In the last class, we revise the lesson from geography, 4th lesson. That is major temperature zones of the year. So today we are going to revise the lesson 5. The title of the lesson is Climate of India. And from history, lesson 11, India's material heritage. And 12th lesson, India's non-material heritage. And civics first lesson, that is 18th, the Constitution of India. Okay, so all of you take your social book and booklet also. Okay, mom. Let us start to revise. Okay, now open your book. That is page number 41. Let us start, mark. Okay. Okay, now listen here. All of you take your social book, page number 41. Fill in the blanks. First one, the usual weather of a place year after year, that is, what's the answer, mark? Climate. Okay, the usual weather of a place year after year, that is climate. Day after day, day means very short period of time, that is weather. Okay, what? Clear it? Then second one, 3 seasons that all parts of India have. What are the 3 seasons? Winter, summer, monsoon. That is all parts of India. Then third one, the summer monsoon winds blow from this direction. That is southwest monsoon. The winter monsoon winds blow from this direction. That is northeast monsoon. Summer monsoon winds blow from southwest monsoon. The winter monsoon winds blow from northeast monsoon. Okay, the 5 seasons come in the order. Okay, starts from spring. The 5 seasons come in the order, starts from spring. That is summer, monsoon, winter, autumn. Okay, that is the fill in the blanks. You studied the spelling also. Okay, now B part, choose the correct answer. The whole of India has 3 seasons. Okay, ma? The whole of India has 3 seasons. Second one, which of this is not a monsoon month? That is March. March is not a monsoon month. Monsoon means rainy month only. Then third, the northeast monsoon is experienced by the southeastern coastal regions. The northeast monsoon is experienced by the southeastern coastal regions. And fourth one, the regions that does not have a hot summer is the mountain regions. So these mountain regions have not hot summer. Okay, because mountain regions full of very cool. The fifth one, the climate of India has, what's the climate? The climate of India has an effect on the plants and animals and people of an area. Okay, the climate of India has an effect on the plants, animals and people of an area. Okay, so this exercise first of all study. Then now we all of it take your social lesson, that is lesson 5th booklet. Okay, well, now turn the pages, lesson 5th. Okay, first question, just revise only because today we have revised the 4 lessons. Okay, now listen here, ma. First one, explain in 3 or 4 sentences how the monsoon happens. How the monsoon happens. When monsoon winds blow over the sea, which has been warmed by the heat of the sun, the air picks up a lot of water vapor. Okay, now this rise to the upper parts of the atmosphere. Here it cools and becomes water, which causes rains on the subcontinent. Okay. Then second, why do all parts of India not get the same amount of rain during the summer monsoon? This is very important question. That is, as the monsoon winds travel over the subcontinent, they lose moisture. So, the places that receive the yearly monsoon get heavier rain. Okay. Now listen here. This question, now see that. Second question, why do all parts of India not get the same amount of rain during the summer monsoon? That is, as the monsoon winds travel over the subcontinent, they lose moisture. So, the places that receive the yearly monsoon get heavier rain. Okay, compared to the places where the monsoon reaches later. Okay, now then third question. Now read it. What's the third question? Give an important reason why the climate is so different in different parts of India. That is very important. India has different climate in different parts. Dude, different climate in different parts. Not all the parts have same climate because in the presence of various geographical features, our India has not in the same for all the parts. It is different in various geographical features like mountains, deserts and presence of seas, etc. Okay, then it is very easy questions also. Fourth one, how many climate regions does India have? India has 5 climatic regions. Okay, so don't forget India has 5 climatic regions. Which part of India gets little or no rain in the monsoon? That is, desert climatic regions gets little or no rain in the monsoon. Okay, ma? This very easy only. So now you open your book, that is page number, that is history, page number 81. Now take India's material heritage. Okay, ma, all of it 10 pages, page number 81. But this exercise, page number 88. Okay, lesson 11. Now write true or false. Correct the false sentences in your, that is no need, write true or false. Now see that first one. India's entire material heritage has survived to the present day. Entire material heritage has survived. Survived means live in condition. No, that is a false statement. Second one, the paintings at Ajanta are beautiful, but they do not give us much information. That is also false. Paintings Ajanta is very beautiful and gives more information. Then over 2000 years ago, many rich people were followers of Buddhism. That is true. Fourth one, material heritage is found in many parts of India. True. Then fifth one, Indians are good at looking after their heritage. We are protect our heritage, our monuments, but Indians are good at looking after their heritage. That is false. Okay, well, then complete the sentences in your own notebook. The two categories of India's heritages are, that is two types of heritage, that is material and non-material heritage. Then sculptures covered these monuments, that is architecture. Sculpture covered these monuments, architectures. The pillars of Asoka usually had writing in the what script? Brahmi script. Brahmi script. The pillars of Ashoka usually had writing in the Brahmi script. Fourth one, artists who painted in caves at Ajanta lit their work by using light. Using light. Then fifth one, early Indians manuscripts were of palm leaves. Early Indian manuscripts were of palm leaves. Okay, they used their palm leaves for manuscript. That is in the written form. Okay, then match the columns. That is part C. The Harappan cities. What's the answer? That is Harappan cities are earliest examples of material heritage. The Harappan cities are example of material heritage. This earliest examples of material heritage. Second one, Torna. That is headway of Sanji Stupa. We have learned this Sanji Stupa. This is a material heritage. So Torna is the gateway of Sanji Stupa, the entrance of Sanji Stupa. And Taj Mahal. That is about 50 different kinds of precious stones. Okay, Taj Mahal has 50 different types of precious stones. Then fourth one, Gobram. That is gateway of Meenakshi temple. Gobram, that is the gateway of Meenakshi temple. Then fifth, Asoka's pillars. What is Asoka's pillars? That is answers tall single piece of stone. Asoka pillars is very tall. The stone is very tall. Single piece of stone. That is very, very important one. Okay, ma? Okay. So now you take your social booklet. This lesson 11. The page is 10 now. Open the booklet, ma. Shall we start? Okay, now listen here. First one. What materials was the surveying heritage made of? What material? That is stone, brick or metal. Stone, brick or metal. Second, why has some very early material heritage not surveyed? That's also an important question. Why has some very early material heritage not surveyed? Some very early material heritage were made of wood or fabrics. So, have not surveyed. Okay. Early material. Okay. Some very early materials. Okay. That is made of wood or fabrics. So, it not have surveyed. Then third question. Give examples of objects of daily use that are part of material heritage. Daily used. That is part of a material heritage. That is utensils, musical instruments, clothes, etc. Are the examples of daily use. Okay, ma? Then, who is a patron? Who is a patron? Patrons are wealthy people who paid for monuments or works of art. Patrons means wealthy people. Wealthy means more money. But at that time, no money. Yes. Patrons means that is a wealthy people have more money. And who paid for monuments or works of art. They spent the money for built up the monuments or works of art. Okay. So, who is a patron? Patrons are usually wealthy people who paid for monuments or works of art. Okay. Then next, sixth question. Sixth or fifth? Yes. Why was patrons important? Why was patrons important? Patrons helped creative peoples like artists, architects, builders, sculptors, and writers to earn a living. Yes, the patrons helped creative people. Patrons helped creative peoples. Creative peoples means who are the creative peoples? Artists, architects, builders, sculptors, and writers. They are also help creative peoples to earn a living. To earn a living. Then last question. In a few sentences explain what we learn about skills and the patron. When we look at examples of architecture, sculptures, or art, that is the heritage, that is material heritage, tells us what kind of skills existed at a particular time. Okay, it also tells us who had wealthy and power at that time and what these people considered important. So now listen here. This is the heritage tells us, this monument tells us what kind of skills existed at a particular time also. Then it also tells us who had wealth and power up at the time and what those people considered important. All Indians must look after this heritage. That is only very, very important only. Okay, ma? Now, open your book exercise. The title of the lesson is India's Non-Material Heritage. Today simply revise only because we have no time. Just revise. This lesson is I think that you might have studied very well because this is old portions only. Okay, ma? So today just revise only. Now you revise time, you listen carefully, then you can easy to understand, easy to study. Okay, ma? Okay, now listen here. That is page number 97. Page number 97. The first one. Complete. First means that is B part. Complete the sentences in your notebook. First one, the different types of non-material heritage are, that is oral tradition, performing arts, people skills, science, tradition, and philosophy. These are the different types of non-material heritage. Material heritage means that is monuments, but non-material heritage means that is oral tradition, performing arts, people skills, science, tradition, and philosophy. Second one, the performing arts are dance, that is dance, drama, and music. This is a performance important, that is dance, drama, and music. Third one, the themes for classical dances are mostly religious. The themes for classical dances are mostly religious. Fourth one, in people's daily lives, music is used on religious and social occasion. Fourth one, what more? In people's daily lives, music is used on religious and social occasions. Okay. Then fifth one, there are different traditions of water harvesting in India depending on the different environment. Okay. This different tradition of water harvesting in India depending on the different environment. Okay, ma. First of all, you study the book exercise. And now see that match the columns. Satria. Satria, that is in Assam. Different type of dance. Bharatanatyam, that is Tamil Nadu. And Kathak. Kathak is in North India. Then Manipuri, that is Manipur. Odissi, Odisha. And Kuchipudi dance, Kuchipudi, that is Andhra Pradesh. And Mohiniyattam, that is Kerala. Okay, ma? These are the different types of dances. So Kathak means that is third one. Kathak means what's the answer? North India. Don't confuse. That is a Kerala. Kerala means that is Kathakali. Okay. Then Now all of you open your bookmark. This booklet you take now. Okay, 12th lesson outtake. India's non-material heritage. First question, write a few sentences on the oral tradition and its important. Okay, write a few sentences on the oral tradition and its importance. Why are storytellers, teachers and puppeteers considered important? That is now see the answer. In India, knowledge and learning was passed on orally for many centuries. Okay, in India, knowledge and learning are passed on orally for many centuries. Not a years, now listen here, many centuries. This oral tradition only have. Very few people only knew how to read and write. So teachers, storytellers, and puppeteers were important as they passed on knowledge and learning. Okay, ma? So very few people only know how to read and write. So teachers, storytellers, and puppeteers were important as they passed on knowledge and learning. Second question, explain what the notice shastra in mentioning the other, what it contains and what it has influenced. That is, Bagriton wrote this. The Bharata wrote the Nati Shastra, which deals with all aspects of drama, dance, music, etc. It has influenced the performing arts in India of until today. So, we follow that the old heritage only. Okay, non-material heritage only. That is, Bharata wrote the Nati Shastra. Nati Shastra means the rules of Natya, rules of dance, which deals with the aspects of not only dance, deals with the aspects of drama, dance, music, etc. It has influenced the performing arts in India up until today. So we follow this now also. Then next question. What do you folk and tribal dances celebrated? Give example. Folk and tribal dances are celebrated events and festivals in the lives of the people. So, these folk and tribal dances are celebrated events. Events means something happened in the past. Okay. So, study of history means we study in the past events. Past event means something happened in the past. That is very important. That's now we study. So, these folk and tribal dances are celebrated events and festivals in the lives of the people. Okay. For example, the Bhangra is a Punjab and the Pihu dance in Assam or harvest dances. Then, what is Guru Shishya tradition? That is, Guru Shishya tradition is a relationship between teacher and students. This tradition has been inevitable part of education in ancient Indian culture. This involved the tradition of learning orally. Okay. And next question, two reasons to explain why Indian textiles were in great demand. That is very important question. Good question also. Now listen here. Indian fabrics were very delicate, very soft. So Indian weavers wore beautiful design in cotton and later silk too. Okay. Okay, ma. Next question. Why was water harvesting in India? Okay, now listen here. Next question. Why was water harvesting an important skill? Given example. Water harvesting is an activity of direct collection of rainwater. That is a water harvesting. Example, people that tanks where rainwater would collect so that it could be used later. Then seventh one, explain traditional knowledge and heritage in medicine giving example. An ancient Indian system of medicine which uses herbs and natural products. It is still used today because many centuries of experiences has shown Ayurvedic doctors which natural treatments work well for various illness. Okay, that is a explain traditional knowledge. An example of non-material heritage is medicine in Ayurveda. Okay, first of all, you listen here. You study the simple questions only. Okay, ma. Then, eighth one, give an example each from music and clothes to show how India has observed outside influences. That is, the musical instrument, harmonium and the violin came from Europe. So, this stitched clothes came to India first from Central Asia and then from Europe. So, this is the example of India has observed outside influences also. Okay, ma? Now, open your book. That is 18th lesson. 18th lesson means the page number 145. Open fast, ma. 145. Okay, that civics first lesson. This is the title of the lesson is the Constitution of India. So first of all, you open the book exercise. Book exercise means the page number 152. 152. Okay, are you ready? Okay, now listen here. Fill in the blanks. The Constituent Assembly was formed in 1946. Okay, study well. The Constituent Assembly was formed in 1946. The word preamble means an introduction. Okay, then third word, the directive principles of state policy help governments to make policies. Okay, then next, the Constitution says that all Indian citizens are equal before the law. Okay, ma. Then fifth one, while insisting in our fundamental rights, we cannot hurtful to the rights of others. Then sixth one, it's our duty to respect the Constitution, the national flag and the national anthem. Okay, match the following now, Sirma. First one, right to equality. What's the answer? That is, all Indian citizens are equal before the law. And right to freedom, a person's life and freedom is protected. Third one, right against exploitation. Right against exploitation. That is, no one can be forced to work without payment or for very little payment. And fourth one, right to freedom of religion. Right to freedom of religion. That is, Indians can practice any religions they wish to. 5. Cultural and educational rights. That is, minority groups can set up their own schools. 6. The right to constitutional remedies. Citizens can go to court if any fundamental rights is being taken away. Citizens can go to court if any fundamental right is being taken away. That is right in constitutional remedies. And true or false, now see here. True or false. That is in task of Constitution Assembly was to put together the main laws for governing India. That is true. Then Indian began following the Constitution on 26th January 1950. That is true. Areas that were ruled by kings and princes became part of India before independence. That is also true. Then fourth, the directive principles are laws that the government must follow. Directive principles are laws that is government must follow. Yes, that is true. Then there are 8 fundamental rights. That is a wrong. False statement. Only 6 fundamental rights only we have. Then the rights to education makes to compulsory to give free education to children between 6 and 14 years of age. That is also true. So now we have time over, I think so. So you study well. Then important questions in this Constitution of India. Okay, must study well.